Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know it's been a minute. Merry New Year to you. Happy 2018 on the calendar scale, How is everybody doing? I am about to share this out. I have some great news for you all. Thank you everybody who has just been purchasing the book, sharing the book, sharing the live videos, the people that purchased their 2018 numerology forecast. What else is going on? My one-on-one clients, thank you. We are being busy, which that's a great thing, right? And if y'all see me looking back and forth, hey YouTube family, I'm on YouTube and I'm on Facebook. So excuse me, I'm going to just share this out really quick and invite some people to come on. Whenever you get here, make sure you wave and say, hello, Omaria, I'm here. Wave and say hello. Let me know that you're here. And then we will get into it. The title of today's live with Sundays with SoulScribe is in regards to, did you abort causing dis-ease? It's time to heal and go into remission. And that's today's Sundays with SoulScribe. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Omaria Tucker, and I am the Millennial SoulScribe. Sacred women, mothers, and goddesses turn to me when they are ready to turn off defeat and turn on empowerment. I assist them with healing their hurts, with tapping into their own limitless power and learning how to intentionally manifest the life that they desire. So thank you for joining me. I have some personal news to share with you guys. For those that follow me and have been following me for years, they know my journey, they know where I came from. And over the last couple of days, I got some great news from the MDs, the medical doctors. So it's awesome. For those of you that are not aware, this month is Thyroid Awareness month, and thyroid, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, it's an autoimmune dis-ease where your thyroid gland, which is right here, it looks like a little butterfly. Let me move the screen down here. It's like a little butterfly area in the bottom of your throat, right? And it regulates your hormones in those areas in your life. And contrary or unknowingly, a lot of women suffer from issues and concerns with their thyroid, right? Some of it knowingly and some of it unknowingly. And I was one of those women. And it's something that has been prevalent in my family, from my grandmother to my mother and then to me. And I was always a person that wasn't like a sickly person, but back in 2011, around this time in 2011, actually, well, excuse me, in 2012 around this time, but in 2011, my mom diagnosed me. She is a retired registered nurse, RN, and she diagnosed me with having issues with my thyroid. I went home for Christmas and she looked at me and she was like, what's going on with you? And she was like, why are your eyes like bulging out and, stuff like that? And she was like, you need to go to the doctor like ASAP, because I think there's something wrong with your thyroid. So I go to the doctor when I come back home, and unbeknownst to me, I was diagnosed with, hi Vicky, thank you for joining. I was diagnosed with having concerns with hyperthyroidism. So, and for those of you that want more information, some things that can happen with you when you are experiencing complications with your thyroid are fatigue, being tired all the time, having issues with weight gain or weight loss. I pointed to the neck area a few minutes ago and was saying that, you know, the thyroid is in this area. But if you ever see like a hump in your neck area, if you're experiencing issues with your thyroid, it could be a possible warter. And that's where it's like a node or kind of like a tumor that grows on your thyroid. And the type of thyroid disorder that was affecting me, because I try to be very, very careful with the words that I use, because if y'all know, y'all follow me, I believe that our words have power and we can speak things into existence or out of existence. So I'm very, 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 very careful with the words that I use. But however, so I also had a water on my neck as well. And at some point they said I had Graves' disease. Oh yeah, your eyes, your vision can be affected. People that have eyes that are bulging, that's a symptom of having issues or complications with your thyroid where it's not functioning properly. What else? Constipation, being irritable, highly anxious, anxiety, stress, and it's a stress-related disorder. So for me, during the time when it was brought to my attention that there was something going on with my body, I had just had my youngest child that passed November. Yeah, I had just had my youngest child. I just moved up to where I live now in the upstate of South Carolina. My grandmother was very sick. There was a lot of family transitions going on. My grandfather that reared me, he had transitioned like the year before. So it was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stress-induced situations going on with me. And I was at a point in my life where I was not happy and I was depressed, and I can understand. When I go back and look at it, I can understand why my thyroid had to become overactive, because it had to protect me. The thyroid is in the area of your throat chakra. Y'all know I'm a spiritualist, so I had to, for me to heal, I had to go and look at it from a spiritual perspective. And if y'all are here, y'all understand what I'm saying, make some comments. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're getting it. And make sure, the only thing I ask for you to do while you're here is just like and share the video and interact with me, because I am a friendly person. I know you're only seeing me online, but I am a friendly person. So thank you. It's Sundays with SoulScribe, but you're here too. But anyway, so looking at the disorder within myself, at the time, how many people are like, you are a person that always ends up doing things for other people. Like, people know they can call you and they can count on you to do stuff for them. They know that you're their ride or die. However, you internally, maybe you don't feel like you have somebody that you can go to and ask for help, your own self, or You feel like so many people come to you for their problems. Who are you supposed to turn to for your problems? How many of you guys have you ever been in that situation? How many of you think that I am the rock, I am the foundation of the family? So if something happens to me, what's going to happen, what's going to happen to other people? If you understand what I'm saying, press 1 or press 2. Let me know, because this is a conversation. And like I said, it's Thyroid Awareness Month. So I really, this is a part of my service as something that has affected me to get the word out and to share it with the family, and share it with other women. Long time ago, like in the 50s, 60s, thyroid disease, before they even knew that it was a disease in the thyroid, a lot of women had it, and they would put them like in mental facilities, thinking that they had something going on with their minds. They would put them in mental facilities due to this issue. Think about your menses, or just going through things at a hyper level or lower level where you just don't want to deal with people, and that's exactly what it is. So I implore you to go get checked out if you need to. But back to my story. Thankfully, I started looking at it. Led me finding about my disease and my thyroid. It led me through and with the dark night of my soul spiritually. If you've never heard of the dark night of the soul, it's kind of like when you are ready to find out what's the more out there for me spiritually, to actually evolve and become the God or the goddess that's within me. So I give thanks for the issues that happen with me. It helped me to really find out who Omaria is, and really find out how I am supposed to serve people. It helped me to figure out how am I supposed to serve myself. First of all, forget serving other people, but how am I supposed to serve myself? Because apparently I wasn't serving myself good enough, because my thyroid felt like she needed to protect me. Like I mentioned earlier, the thyroid is in your throat chakra area. So for me, looking at it from a metaphysician's point of view, I knew that my thyroid had the overactive function, because I was not talking and speaking up for myself like I was supposed to be doing. So in order for my body to compensate for that, my thyroid just had to start pumping. Pump, 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 pump. And once she started doing that, it caused other concerns to go on with my body. As a result of that, I was diagnosed with the disorder, right? However, once I started to find out, to really diligently practice and search and say, okay, I need to figure out what my values are. What do I really want in life? I had to start speaking up for myself, speaking up for the what my needs are, what my desires are. And I'm happy to say that on January 5th, 2018, my doctor sent me a letter with my latest test results and stated that I am now in remission. So that means that my test results no longer show the imbalance in the in the TH and TSH hormones that the thyroid in your blood, that the thyroid kind of regulates. So yay, I'm in remission. And so when you look at the title of this video, I wanted to discuss, you know, what is like remission? Did you abort causing disease? It's time to heal and go into remission. And for me, when you look at cancer patients, anybody with something that's not at ease in their body, whenever the levels get back to where they're supposed to be, they say that you are in remission. So what is remission really? Looking at it from an earthly, westernized definition perspective, and from a spiritual perspective, because you know, life for me is spirituality. So what is remission? When you look at the word re is all about starting, going back, starting over, concerning something. It also, when you think about the sounds, the sacred sounds, do, re, mi, so it's letter D. When we look at the sounds, the re or the re is also synonymous with the sun, Ra, okay? Going back, starting over. When you look at re, it's also the sound of the sacral chakra, your creativity. And it's all about healing and cleansing that area. So we know what re means. It means to start over, to go back. When you look at it from a prefix, redo this, Omaria, you know. And then mission, let's break down mission. Most people, when they think about mission, you know, especially us in the West, you think about like the missionaries in the church. And some of y'all, excuse me one second, may have even grown up in a missionary Baptist church. I know I did at some point. And a mission is when there's a group or a person that is tasked to go do something. They have this calling or this vocation where, like the missionaries, they go and they go take this information or do this job with some other people. Services to carry on humanitarian work, a type of faith assignment, a set of tasks that fulfill a purpose, duty, or assignment. That's what a mission is. And when you put them together, it's kind of like starting over to perform the task or assignment at hand. Also, some of the definitions that I found of remission are the cancellation of a debt, a charge or a penalty, forgiveness of, pardoning, the reduction of a sentence, the act or process of remitting, to restore to a previous status, to send in demand, like if you're remitting a payment for a product or a service, to pay for sins, which is to go back and hit a sin is really when you miss the mark of something, you know. So when you think about remission in that way, it's to pay for a sin. So it's to go back and pay for not getting the mark the first time, not hitting the mark the first time. So with the doctor saying, Omaria, you're in remission now, I'm like, okay. Of course I'm happy because whatever I did worked, right? So yay. And but for me, on the Omaria that is continuing to grow and heal and be a healer for other people, I had to look at remission from, okay, what does this mean for me now? How can I stay in this place of remission? And when I look at it from the area of me personally with the thyroid, that means that for whatever reason, I was not performing my mission in the first place when I was diagnosed with having trouble with it. So now that I am in remission, that means that now I must go forward and make sure that I complete the task of my mission in order to keep my thyroid at the levels that it needs to be. The thyroid, throat chakra, from an astrological standpoint, when you look at medical astrology, it's all about the Taurus energy, the Venus energy, your second house, where Taurus rules. I already equated it to the sacral chakra for you guys. And excuse me, I'm sorry. The Re was the sacral chakra for remission, but the throat area, Taurus energy, Venus energy. So it's all about your values, and it's all about having a balance between being too material and wanting me. How can I get all of these things for me? Like, you know how people like hoard and they want everything for themselves. It's that balance between that and also not thinking that you are enough, not thinking that your voice matters. And for me, I was on the other side of the spectrum, so that's why my thyroid had to overwork. So whenever you guys are facing something like a disorder in your thyroid or any other area of physical sickness in your life, know that, and especially for me and the way that I live, I knew that there was a spiritual reason for whatever was going on with me. I live my life as a spiritual being, and mine was not speaking up, and that's why I serve today. I serve today to make sure that, or to do my part into assisting people like me, sacred mothers and sacred goddesses, to not go through what I went through, and to whatever they're going through, to actually help them heal so they can continue to do their mission and be in remission. I don't see anybody here right now, so if you have a question or comment, I can't see right now to be able to tell, but put it in there because I can't see how many people are looking. But if you'll put it right there, I will answer any questions that you have. Some of you may be saying, well, how did you heal yourself? If y'all see pictures of me, see my face, I have meat on my bones. I still eat regularly. I would try juicing and stuff like that, but you know, sometimes things can get overwhelming for you, and the way that my brain and stuff is already set up, I didn't want to do that to myself. So I intentionally, and that's why I say I can help other people, because I went through it myself, and now I have some proof on how I healed myself. But anyway, my prayers and chanting, I know for one, assisted me in this. Also, working with learning who Omaria is and what Omaria values, and ways that I did that was through the science of numerology and astrology, learning about the blueprint of whatever I came here on earth to do and why things are happening to me. You know, I had like people do like Reiki, and some people don't even call it Reiki. Some people that did some energy work for me. Let me say it that way. I've had people do energy work for me, but even most recently, the energy work that I've had, nobody really found anything or said to me anything about this area of my body or my throat chakra. So I'm under the impression that I was already in the healing phase when I had this energy work being done for me, and more than likely, their work just helped me to push everything that I've already done, just push the residue out for me. Back in June, I had a test, and my numbers were like really, really, really low. And that's when they put on my file, you know, Graves' disease. But I'm gonna tell you what I did then. I started taking medicine like a week before. just so they could like see the medicine in my system. So this time when I went to the doctor, he was like, have you been taking your medicine? And I was like, he was like, be honest, because when we take these tests, I need to know so I can know how to gauge your test results. And I was like, no. He was like, how long have you not been taking your medicine? I was like, 2 to 3 months or something like that. So he was like, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to see if you healed yourself. So for me, when he said that, I was like, he's never said anything like that to me about healing myself. And so he did the test of, I don't know if you can see my arms, but you tremble with hyperthyroidism. So he did the test and he was like, nope, you're not trembling. He was like, you're getting your rest and your sleep. And technically, yes, I am if I'm not like working really hard, creating products and services and doing client work, but I've really reduced that as well. So I can still keep that self-full nature for me, where I can honor Omaria, honor my family, and then honor my clients. But I have to honor Omaria first always. So he's like, and he looked at my eyes and he checked my water, my neck area, and he's like, no. So let's see if you self-healed. So I got 30 days and I'll go take another test and I'll come back and I'll tell you guys what happened. And I'll tell you guys what happened and if I am still in remission. So at this point, it is my duty, and I know that I have been doing it, but it's my duty to continue to live out my mission, live out the contract that I came here to do. It is my duty to not only serve other people, but to serve myself. And that is what it is. And so for all of you that may be thinking that, you know, what is it in life? What am I supposed to be doing? Why can I not do this? That's a part of what I do to help people. Some of the tools that help me on my journey to discover who I am and discover what it is I'm supposed to do to help me heal from this dis-ease with my thyroid was taking up and learning the science of numerology and astrology and how my numbers and my planets, what do they mean for me? And it kind of helped me find a foundation of, okay, this is, maybe I am right for thinking that I want this in my life. And it kind of confirmed some things for me, what I was already feeling, but maybe didn't have confidence and trust enough in myself to know. In addition, being able to talk to other people and share my story was a huge part in it, because I wasn't talking or speaking, my thyroid felt like she had to overact. She had to overcompensate for whatever it is I wasn't doing consciously. Subconsciously, she had to overcompensate for me. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to wish you a Merry New Year. Of course, you know that the book is still available, Chanting Meditation Magic book. And you can get it on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, some other bookstores that I don't even know where they are, but you can get them there, probably places I've never been before. And stay on the lookout for my audiobook. Once I get over this cold, the audiobook will be coming out, and of course I'm already looking at the medical the metaphysical reason for this cold that I have. There's some things I'm working on right now, so it's just getting this cold out of my chest. And once you guys figure out, once I get over the cold and finish up something, I'll tell you why I had this cold too. Excuse me. So thank you for joining me. We're going to end with one of the prayers, invocations that I have in the Chanting Meditation Magic book. And it goes a little bit something like this. I want you guys to have a great week Enjoy yourself. Release any of the fears, the energies that no longer serve you, and get ready to continue to step through the gate of 2018 to live out your mission and do the doggone thing in life. I love you and have a good evening. Honorable Court, Gijala Yamin Ka, Titir Tizara, Kabel Renatum Kasavini, Srenu Nara, Nagi Border Shayukadeka, Kavabat Shamram, Barkam Taram, Makamate Zikatika, Timigam like a Sinkados, Tufkana Helena Taka, Yikige Lam Companies, Krakadishitaka, Shabatinu Kabel, Ishma, Tizakatanu Yadea Talamot, Barukshem, Kavamokuto, Leolam Bayed. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Great rest of the evening. I'll see you next week. Peace.